Riddle, riddle. Half of the world has me, but few dare speak my name. I am part of your body, yet often hidden in shame. What am I? Come on, you don't know. I am a vagina. Roughly 49% of the population has vaginas, but we are still ashamed of talking about them. Many women have a lot of questions on some of the things that their vaginas do, but they sit in silence wondering if these things are normal or not. Oh, before I forget, today I come bearing gifts. You just need to keep watching to find out what Dr. Raisha is giving you today. Hello guys, my name is Dr. Raisha and this is the fertility series with none other than Dr. Raisha. And if you are watching this video today, just know that I appreciate you and thank you so much for the support that you guys have been showing me lately. Much love from me. We as women often underestimate the incredible strength of our vaginas. Think about it. It has the ability to allow a baby to pass. You can imagine a whole baby. And let us not forget, it also plays a very important role in sexual intimacy. It houses the penis, bringing about pleasure. Okay, let me not get into that. But it could also do some things that will leave you wondering, how the hell can she do that? I get many comments on TikTok of women telling me, I get this white discharge, how do I treat it? But vaginal discharge is completely normal, and here is why. Inside the vagina, we have vaginal fluids, that is mucus from the cervix, dead vaginal cells, and healthy bacteria called lactobacilli. A mixture of all of these is what comes out as vaginal discharge. The vaginal discharge varies in consistency throughout the menstrual cycle. Immediately after menstruation, there is a short period of dryness. There is no discharge during this time. Then you start having a vaginal discharge that is white, thick, and viscous. The estrogen levels start rising. The discharge becomes clear, slippery, mucus-like, much like an uncooked egg white that can be stretched into a string between two fingers. This usually marks ovulation, and we call it the fertile mucus. After ovulation, the progesterone levels start rising and the mucus becomes thicker and sticky. It is generally white in color but can be cream colored or yellow. This discharge will persist until shortly before menstruation. But if you start noticing some weird vaginal discharge colors such as green, yellow-green, accompanied by some significant signs such as a vaginal odor, itching, pain during sexual intercourse, pain during urination, irritation, then you need to visit your doctor. I have made a very detailed video about the different vaginal discharge colors. Just check it out. Let us have a look at this video.
If you don't have a vagina, you're going to be very confused by what I'm about to say, but is no one else completely terrified by the bleaching properties of a vagina? Like, how does she do that? Yes, I'm about to show my underwear on the internet, and that's because I am comfortable with who I am as a person. Prefacing this by saying these are clean underwear. Like, these are black underwear. Ba-bam. How? Pink. How? How does she do that? Like, what?
Let me explain how she does that. A healthy vagina houses some bacteria called lactobacilli and fungi called Candida albicans, which exist in a delicate balance. We call them normoflora or good bacteria. The vaginal epithelial cells are lined with glycogen. Also, I am sure you have heard someone say that the vagina is acidic. This is because the lactobacilli converts glucose to lactic acid, which makes your vaginal discharge acidic and also lightens or bleaches your panties. And if you look at the comments, you will see thousands of women saying that they thought it had something to do with lack of proper hygiene. No. I believe now you understand why this happens. This shows that your vagina is healthy and happy. I also saw some women worried that it doesn't happen to them, and yes, this is normal too. Now, look at some comments. Your head free bleach this entire time and I've been going to Target for 20 years. So that's why my boyfriend's teeth are so white. Never thought of it like that. You may hear your vagina making some sounds. We call it quaffing. Now, the vagina is like a hollow. How do I explain it? Like, it's like a tunnel with no end. Like, if you get in, you cannot come out. Actually, I'm even making things worse. In short, it is a canal. Now, when you insert something inside the vagina, such as a tampon or a penis, air may get trapped inside, and when it is released, it creates a sound similar to that of passing gas. And this is common after sexual intercourse. I had a conversation with women on my TikTok comment section who are complaining of this after giving birth. And the reason for this is that childbirth weakens the pelvic floor muscles, increasing the likelihood of air getting trapped inside the vagina. And the self-proclaimed gurus were advising that now, to prevent it, you should keep your legs closed and remain seated. Now, I don't know about that, but what I know for sure works is doing Kegel exercises because they strengthen the pelvic floor. You may also notice that the vagina changes the color of your period blood. It's like magic. Today it's pink, tomorrow it's brown, then red for a few days, and when you're thinking it's done, it becomes black. Like, come on. I see many women on my DMs asking me how to treat it, but worry not. This is not an illness. At the beginning of your periods, the flow is light and the blood tends to pool inside the vagina. And during this time, the blood mixes with oxygen through a process called oxidation, turning the color from red to brown. And towards the end of your periods, now the blood flow has reduced and the blood is taking longer to exit the vagina, and it gets oxidized from red to dark brown and to black. I have made a very detailed video on the different period blood colors, so make sure to head over there and watch it. Now, you may also notice these clots during your period. And again, I get women asking me for ways to treat them. But this is also normal. Period blood is the endometrial lining that is getting shed. So the clots are part of this endometrial lining that is coming out. But sometimes the vagina can also form clots. When you are sitting still like this, now the blood pools inside the vagina. Remember in the lower classes when we learned about the blood cells, the white blood cells, red blood cells, platelets? Now, platelets causes the blood to coagulate, forming clots. And when you stand up, you feel like the clots are coming out. But when you notice very huge chunks of clots, heavy bleeding, or anything that is really making you uncomfortable, then visit your doctor. And now, I told you that I have something for you. We have a vaginal health workshop coming up. Are you struggling with stubborn, recurring vaginal yeast infections and bacterial vaginosis? You have this fishy odor that does not want to go away. You want to learn about how to maintain your vaginal health, including expert advice and feminine hygiene tips. Then this workshop is for you. And guess what? It is completely free and it will be on the 31st of this August. So don't wait any longer. Click the link in my description box and register now. The seats are limited and you don't want to miss. And if you are wondering how to wash your vagina, the best products to use on your vagina, then I am going to leave that video over there. But don't click on it just yet. Make sure to subscribe if you want to learn more with Dr. Raisha. Okay? See you over there.